and welcome to the Ubuntu United Nations first and inaugural cohort. This is a very exciting, very exciting program, a first of its kind with all of you from all the corners of the world. My name is Moses Machipisa. I'll be your host today, and I'm joined by Joanna, who's going to be also helping me with hosting this session. As we go under our theme, Building Bridges, Igniting Youth Action for Unity and Diversity. Over to you, Joanna.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, delegates. It's an honor to be here, to be your host. We will meet every seminar on Sundays. And I must say, Moses, so for me, this is like returning to home, because every time the Ubuntu gather, I feel like I'm returning home, a warm, diverse, human, and empathic place. So welcome, everyone.
Thank you so much, Joanna. It's really exciting. And thank you so much, all the delegates coming from all the continents across the world and from so many countries. Today is a really exciting program. But before we go into the program that we have lined up today, we've got some of the things that we want to notify you in terms of just the housekeeping rules for our session today. And just for today, please, if you have not done so already, please rename yourself in the format that you were given, as it helps the technical team to identify where it is you're coming from, your country, and also for the breakaway sessions, which are going to be really exciting, that are coming through. And today we also have some guests, people who have been helping to put all this together. Joanna, who do we have today who will give time to introduce themselves?
So today we have some special guests. I must say that I think that the technical team will will show us a presentation of each one. So I must start to present myself, and then I will present our support team that I believe that some of you, or almost all of you, have talked with her. So my name is Joanna. So repeat out after me. Joanna. Okay, I can't hear you, but I think you went okay. My name. We will have time to meet each other in each seminar. And I'm from Portugal. Currently, I'm living here in Lisbon, the capital city of Portugal. And I started my Ubuntu journey in 2018. And after that, I did a trainer's trainer. And I had the possibility to be a trainer on the first digital academy for Africa and Middle East. And afterwards, I was invited to be the Ubuntu United Nations ambassador, like Moses here. And today, my role here is to be the host and feel to make all of you feel welcome and our Ubuntu journey. So over to you, Moses.
Thank you so much. So as I introduced myself, my name is Moses Machipisa. I'm an Ubuntu United Nations ambassador. I'm from Zimbabwe, but I'm currently just for a short while in South Africa. And I'm really excited to be part of this Ubuntu United Nations with all of you from the different countries of the world. And just like Joanna, I'm an Ubuntu trainer as well. And I had the privilege and honor to train at the Ubuntu Leaders Academy for Africa and the Middle East, the digital edition, as well as some engagements in Kenya. But as Joanna mentioned, you know, for such a big platform that we have, where we have got many young people from across all the countries, there's a lot of work that has been gone through, and some of the teams, people, you know, who are in the background, but we have brought all of this together, and some you have already interacted with them. So I'm going to give this opportunity for some of them to introduce themselves so that you can get to know them. So we'll start with Rita and Maria. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Moses. It is a true pleasure to be here with all of you guys. It has been a crazy ride until here. It's been a few months of work, and we are so proud of where we got. I mean, we have 189 countries, so I am so proud of this moment. Thank you so much to be all here, and enjoy all, guys.
Thank you so much, Joanna. Who else do we have who's going to be introducing themselves? Please, go ahead.
Come, Maria, and greet us all, or from our support team, and I believe you talked with her before. Maria, where are you? It's here. Maybe she's having some technical issues, but don't worry, it's normal. We are doing this online. We are more than 600 people. Something has happened. Maria is joining us.
Yes, I'm here now. Hello, everyone. I don't know if you recognize me from the email signature photography. We have been talking for the last 5 months now. I'm Maria Seabra. I'm one of the project assistants, and I feel so honored to be here with you all. And I really wish you a life-changing journey. We will see each other for the next months, and a big hug to you all.
Thank you so much, Maria. And now it's time to meet Pedro, our executive coordinator. Where are you, Pedro?
Oh, hello everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you. This is an historic moment. We did this long journey since May 16, where we clearly said to the world, yes, we can speak the same language. We can speak Ubuntu. We can meet in a platform where everyone shares the same dreams to the world. Everyone believes that they can change the world. Everyone can be a testimony that we can be unity in diversity. My name is Pedro. I'm the executive coordinator of Ubuntu United Nations, and it's an honor to be here with you and to do this journey with you. Everything that we did this last months, all the people that we met this last months, coming to this moment, it's something unique, it's something very important. Yesterday, Ubuntu Leaders Academy was present in 58 countries. From now on is 189 countries. This is something unique. This is something incredible. And I'm glad to be here with you and share this journey with you, because indeed we are one human family. Thank you, Joana.
Thank you so much, Pedro. And now we should meet Monica, or dearest Monica, from the Ubuntu Leaders Academy International Relations Coordinator. Where are you, Monica?
I am right here, Joana. I hope that you can see me. Oh, hello, everyone. Today is indeed a very important day. It is a milestone in our organization. Branches of the same tree, one human family. What a powerful statement Nelson Mandela gave us. And it is, I had tears in my eyes looking into the chat and seeing you coming from all corners of the world and greeting us. Or like me, you have sacrificed 3 hours of your Sunday to connect to people, to like-minded people, to kindred spirits who, like you, believe that there is a lot of power in this unity and diversity. So I believe that when December 19 comes, which is the day of our 5th seminar, it will not represent the day we say goodbye. On the contrary, it will be the beginning of a great Ubuntu network composed by people that have this idea of working towards the common good of humanity. So with you, within the Ubuntu Global Network, that right now, as my colleagues have said, encompasses 189 countries. We have youth leaders, we have you all from all these countries believing that together we can make a difference. So it is more than an honor. It's an absolute incredible happiness to be here and to be here for the next 5 Sundays, and then with you start a journey that will definitely move humanity forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Monica. And now our dear Moses will show us our world map, or Ubuntu map. Where are we? Because we are present in a lot of countries. You are building up this community. And go ahead, Moses, explain to us this beautiful map.
Thank you so much. And as Monica spoke, we are, all of the same branches of the same tree. And if you look at this map, Joanna, it's a map that gets me all teary because it's a map that really reflects where all of the Ubuntus are coming from, all the continents represented, and all of the countries represented in this edition. And if you look at where the Ubuntus are coming from, you'll find out a lot of people will be saying, oh, you know, for me to be considered for this opportunity, it was, you know, a huge journey, which took months and, you know, applications of reviews. And as Pedro started to mention, you know, Ubuntu is now in 189 countries. And for this particular edition, there were more than 4,000 applications that came through. And if you look at, you know, the quality of the people, of the applicants, it was really and truly amazing. So from those 4,000 applications that came, 624 participants are the ones that were accepted to be part of this journey because of the outstanding leadership, because of the Ubuntu spirit that you displayed in your application, but also more importantly, because of that spirit of wanting to transform your communities, your countries, as well as the globe. So these are some of the statistics, and it's so exciting to see all of the Ubuntus coming from the 189 countries. So exciting. Over to you, Joanna.
Thank you, Moses. And now that we are now aware of the dimension of this journey, it's time for me to give some platform guidelines for you, because I think that some of you are aware of to use Zoom and WhatsApp, but I have to explain better how the seminars will work on Zoom and how we will communicate on WhatsApp. So regarding the Zoom, the seminars will happen through Zoom every time, every Sunday, and you will receive the link is the same, I believe. And the technical team will manage the microphone of the group, so don't worry about it. And please turn your camera on so everyone can meet your face. You have such beautiful faces. We are a diverse family, so I want to meet you all, even if in a digital way. And check the participants list. We have people from more than 180 countries. We have a lot of delegates here, and you can always use the chat to share your ideas and use the reactions to express your feelings. The reactions are the button downstairs, and you can send us heart, lots of love, and can party with us and do some thumbs up, not thumbs down, please. And then regarding the sessions, don't you worry, because we will have moments of breaking out rooms, but you will directly be assigned to the breakout room. So you don't have to do anything but join the breakout room. Just press the button when the pop-up appears on your screen. We will have these breakout rooms in like more than 1 hour from now, but don't worry, you will understand when the pop-up message enters in your screen. And please keep your name changed according to the Zoom code name you received it in your email, and you just have to address you should change the name so we can know from which country, which group, and so on. Also, regarding the WhatsApp, all the information will be shared through WhatsApp, and every time we send you a new email, you will be notified on the WhatsApp group, okay? So please check always your spam inbox and mark the emails of Ubuntu as safe, because sometimes we cannot deliver our message because it goes straight to the spam inbox, bad inbox. And all the contents that are shared in videos and all the links for interactive dynamics are shared on the WhatsApp group. So don't you worry, you'll have access to all. And on October 24th, you have an open working group where you can share your ideas and interact with your other participants. So don't you worry again, because you will have time to meet other delegates and our whole team. And if you are not assigned to Ubuntu United Nations WhatsApp group, please contact the support team. So you meet her, it was Maria and Rita, and you can talk with us through the chat here if you have having some kind of trouble. And now, after these technical messages, I must greet a very special guest that will introduce you. So greetings from the Ubuntu Global Network. I must introduce and welcome John Volnick, the president of Ubuntu Global Network and co-chair of this Ubuntu United Nations. Welcome, John.
Oh, thank you, Joanna, and greetings to all. For me, it's a great joy and just an honor to welcome everyone from around the world, 189 countries. I welcome all the participants to this introductory session at the Ubuntu United Nations. I'm sitting in Cape Town in South Africa, and it's so nice to be connected in this way with people from all over the world. We are excited indeed about the tremendous response that we received, that Moses had pointed this out, to the call for applications to participate. It's a wonderful encouragement. But I just want to say a few things, and I'm going to be very brief because I only have a few minutes. Firstly, we live in a world where we have allowed many issues to divide us. We have allowed ideology and culture and religion and gender and race and class, and even our responses, our varied responses to COVID-19 pandemic. We've allowed these things to divide us. And so today, we have come together because of our common belief that we are in need of bridge builders in this world. There's a clarion call, and that clarion call is for people who can create relationships. So therefore, the motto of the Ubuntu United Nations program is, quote, building bridges, igniting youth action for unity in diversity. Bridge builders bring into community, people into community, people who are disconnected and people who are alienated from each other. And bridge builders forge ties that cut across borders and cultures and religions, because bridge building is rooted in the fundamental values underpinning Ubuntu, which is interconnectedness and interdependency. The Ubuntu United Nations is born out of the belief that we need a new global ethic. And that ethic is an ethic of care. Bridge building is highly dependent, however, on leadership, but not just any kind of leadership. We need servant leadership, particularly. So the Ubuntu United Nations have emerged from the conviction that the world needs young leaders committed to the ethics of care, to bridge building, and to servant leadership based on the Ubuntu philosophy. It's a way of looking at the world. It's not a methodology. In keeping with the aims of the United Nations itself, this Ubuntu United Nations movement is an intergenerational movement which is promoting the legacy of great leaders like Nelson Mandela, like Mother Teresa, like Martin Luther King Jr., like Mahatma Gandhi and others, who have shown us that you cannot presume to influence others unless you have changed yourself. We have to be, as Gandhi has said, we have to be the change we want to see. And so it is important that this legacy be understood firstly, and then passed on to new generations. We hope that the Ubuntu United Nations will inspire all people to commit to social justice, to uphold human rights, and promote sustainable development. And we know that the Sustainable Development Goals are the roadmap for the mobilization of future leaders around the world. And this new leadership hopefully will need to take further decisive steps towards the achievement of those goals. The Ubuntu United Nations initiative will promote the values that is consistent with those of both Ubuntu and the United Nations, and will aim to achieve these objectives for young people and with young people from all over the world. So in closing, we, in this 5 weeks that we have, we will enjoy the participation of many. One is Mr. Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of the United Nations. And we are privileged also to have the blessing and the patronage of the President of the Portuguese Republic, Mr. Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa. And then each of the 5 sessions will have as a chairperson the well-known Nobel laureate, Mr. Ramos Horta, and it will be co-chaired by Her Royal Highness, Princess Rim Ali of Jordan, and myself from Cape Town in South Africa. I know we will have also amazing speakers, such as other Nobel laureates, Mrs. Lima Gaboui, Mr. Muhammad Yunus, and Mr. Kailas Satirati. In closing, I bring greetings from the Ubuntu Global Network, which is an informal network of participants of the Ubuntu Leaders Academy. And that the Ubuntu Global Network promotes the view, as Monica has pointed out, that we are all branches of the same family tree as outlined in our manifest, our charter, which I encourage you to read. I close just by thanking the team, not only Moses and Joanna, who's worked so hard, but each and every person who have made it possible for us to get together, not only today, but in the next 5 weeks. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor John. This is for such an inspiration and setting the tone for the journey that lies ahead, and also the experiences, the 5 weeks of intense learning, intense intergenerational dialogue, interaction between the world leaders as well as the young leaders who are gathered here today. And it's really going to be an amazing journey. And as I said before, the Ubuntu Global, the Ubuntu United Nations has had a lot of young people, a lot of interest from all corners of the world. And as we start our program, it is important so that we hear some of the voices of the people that are also part of this, this initiative. And, we would have wanted to have every participant speaking, and we are going to have a session that is specifically for that. But for now, because we have different continents that are represented, we've got Latin America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Oceania, and North America. We want to hear just a few of those voices to speak on behalf of the continent. So there are a few leaders that are going to be speaking who are part of this cohort, and delegates. They will say the particular country where they are coming from. But in this particular instance, they are representing the continental voices where they are coming from, and just to give some opening remarks. And just to kick us off, I call upon all hailing from all the way from Latin America, Emmanuel Castillo. Emmanuel, over to you.
Hi everyone, good morning from Colombia. It's really an honor to be here. I'm so happy to know all of you guys, and I'm very proud, of course, to meet many of you, which right now we are helping to build those bridges that we're gonna help a lot of people around the world, so we can build another leaders generation. So thank you so much for this opportunity. It's really amazing, exciting, and right now I feel so happy, so excited. It's awesome. And for those words for this beginning, and yes, that I'm here to help you, to help to build bridges, those bridges that we need to build the next generation, to eradicate poverty, as I said on my video, to help solve many of those problems that we have right now in the world. That was really important right now, and we need to start working from now, so in the future we won't have it. But it's really important to start working right now. And thank you so much, of course, for this opportunity to talk right now. It's right now 6:32 a.m. It's so early here, but I'm really excited. I'm not sleepy anymore. And thank you so much, all of you guys, to the hosts, and to this opportunity to talk.
Oh, thank you so much, a bridge from Colombia and a bridge from Latin America. Thank you so much. We are happy to have you here, Emmanuel. And from Latin America, we go straight to Africa with Irakoze Achanje. I hope I'm saying the names correct, but please forgive me if I don't, because they are coming from different areas. But over to you, Irakoze, for representing Africa. Over to you. Thank you. I think you're muted, but you can try.
Thank you, Mr. My name is Irakoze Arkanj. I'm from Africa, exactly in Burundi, in the heart of Africa. I'm so happy to take part in this session, and I believe if we stay together, we can change the world. We can change our world. If we live together, you know, you are because I am, and I am because you are. I can't live without you, and you can't live without me. So that we can help each other, we can love each other. So, and I believe this session will be grateful for our countries, for wherever we are, and we know, we believe together we will change our society, we will change our community. Thank you.
Thank you so much from Burundi, and thank you so much for those inspiring words. Indeed, we are one Ubuntu. I am because you are, I am because we are, you are because I am. And it's in this spirit of togetherness that connects us from all the different parts of the world, from different contexts. And thank you so much, Irakoze, from the heart of Africa. It's exciting to hear from you. And now we are also building another bridge from the African continent, and we are going to Europe, and it's Aya Kusenko. I hope I said it correctly, but over to you, Aya.
Hello, I am Ilya Kursenko from Russia that bridges Europe and Asia. For all the previous centuries and time, Europe has been colonizing Africa and taking advantage of the wealth of Africa, of the people of Africa, so that the people in Europe could live, study, and live in wealth. They built the system in the world that the other continents, the people on the other continents, had to work for their wealth. And even though a lot has changed, still fundamentally, we have a lot of layovers of this ancient approach. I believe that the 21st century, the world faces in a lot of existential crises, political, social, cultural, and I think that the continent with the vital sources of energy, the continent that can promise us love, peace, forgiveness, and new energy for the renewal of our sustainable, earth-oriented, human-oriented, partnership-oriented environment, not hierarchical, not militaristic, is Africa. I think that the 21st century is and will be the century of Africa. So sing all together with me. Tsamina mina he he waka waka he he tsamina mina zangalewa. It's time for Africa. It's time for Ubuntu. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ilya Kosenko, and thank you so much for that beautiful song. And indeed, this is the time where we get to meet and where we get to cross bridges from the different contexts. And Ubuntu has said it's a gift from Africa, but it's a gift to the whole world. And today what we have is we have the gathering of the whole world, young people with vision, young people who want to change the world for the better, who want to develop and create a more sustainable world. And this is the essence of Ubuntu, doing it together. And from Europe, we cross over to Asia, and from Asia, we've got Leah Maxido. I hope I said it correct, but over to you. Please tell us which country and give us your opening thoughts.
Good day to you, everyone. Yes, my name is Leah Mary Maxido, and I'm from India. I represent Asia. So I said good day because we are all in different countries, and in some places it is morning, and in some other it is afternoon. And in India, here it is 5:09 p.m. So we usually say that we are different in some ways, but we need to understand that we are the same. We are the same in different ways. Yes, we basically belong to that race called human by being in different countries, having different time zones, different cultures, different conditions, and also different moods and emotions. We all are different, but then we are all the same. We are here not because of the difference. We are here because of the sameness or the similarity that exists between us. And I hope that this program is to enlarge our mind, to see the world in a much more, hearty way. Yeah, the importance of this program is to get a bigger picture of the world. We often tend to believe that to make our little private spaces as a world, but then we have to enlarge our minds. I hope this program will help us to enlarge our minds and thoughts. Yes, we have a lot of problems happening in this world, and that has to be addressed with due concern. So I think this is the time that we should initiate and do something for the world. And I want to say that climate change is one of the major problems that we are facing. We are starting to face today, and will be the major challenge in the future too. I hope that this place will help us to do something. But it's not just me or you who is going to change the world, but we together, the Ubuntu philosophy, we together will change the world. And I'll conclude by saying that I just want to appreciate and congratulate you for, you have been enduring till this date through your problems. You had many problems, but then you endured it and you're sustaining. And I want to congratulate you for you everyone for this. And I want to appreciate you for all the good things that you have done already and the good things that you're going to do tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Leah, all the way from Canada. And it's really exciting, the thoughts that you shared in terms of, the things we are talking of, the things that connect us together. And you also mentioned the issue of the environment. And as many of you saw even in the program, the 5 themes are also going to touch on other aspects, which are related to sustainable development, the contemporary challenges that the world is facing and our role as young people in those, and how Ubuntu fits into all this. And now allow me to introduce all the way from Oceania to give opening remarks, Rebecca Tobena. Please go ahead, Rebecca.
Yes. Okay. Hi. This is probably the first time I'm going to be saying in one greeting, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. It's honestly such a pleasure and an honor to be here with like-minded individuals. And I guess from now on, a community of not just leaders, but like the president, he just said, servant leaders, which is, I think, mind-blowing. And yeah, just to be in a community where I know you and me, we've witnessed challenges that we know that can be solved. And I guess we're here today because we are aware of how important it is to realize goals and visions that remind us of how similar we are as human beings, despite our vast differences. Like when you come from an island nation that seems so far away from the rest of the world, you think that your problems are isolated or that your contribution to the rest of the world is obsolete. And even though I'm referencing my country, I believe each and every one of us have thought the same thing. And that's the first realization of how similar we are. And from there, we can understand how productive it is to listen to each other, to learn from each other, and in turn, help each other. So I'm looking forward to listening to every one of you, to learn from each and every one of you, and how we can help each other.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. And I liked, what you mentioned when you spoke of, being in an island, you can feel disconnected, but this is the platform for community, and this is the platform for coming together. And allow me also to introduce another Rebecca Coxon, representing North America. Over to you, Rebecca.
Hello, yes, thank you. Representing North America, I have, very, very exciting. Thank you so much for having me. As Moses mentioned, my name is Rebecca. I'm a community connector, a podcaster, and a volunteer manager who lives on the unceded territory of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe people, also known as Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, on Turtle Island or North America. I'm very committed to redistributive justice, and I think that fits perfectly with the UN Ubuntu Leadership Training Program. So I'm so excited for this opportunity. I want to thank everyone for the opportunity to represent Canada, and I look forward to working with delegations from around the world to build common ground and find sustainable solutions that are going to help move our communities towards redistributive justice. So I firmly believe in the principles of asset-based community development, and I think everyone has a gift and everyone has something to contribute. So we just have to look at our communities and find those leaders who are looking to contribute to social change and redistributive justice. So thank you. Can't wait to talk with everyone.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. And it's indeed, this is the platform where we get to, to contribute and to share ideas, to share experiences, to share visions, to share even in relationships as one human family, towards building the world that we want to see. And this is Ubuntu. And, when we talk about Ubuntu, as Professor John Volmink spoke about earlier, they are the greats, the leaders that, because this is a passing on of the baton from generation to generation through this philosophy. And in our time, we've been fortunate to have leaders like the great Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther, who in another generation, but we also have leaders even today who continue to inspire us and who continue to personify and embody this value of Ubuntu. And in this particular moment, we are going to be listening to one of the leaders, who speaks to what is Ubuntu, what is the context, so that when we have a common and collective understanding, I know after this, Joanna will also get into greater detail. But for this time, we are going to watch a video from an inspiring leader. I'm sure you've heard of him or you have seen him somewhere, Desmond Tutu. And he speaks in terms of Ubuntu. Tech team, thank you so much. I can see the video is on.
The profound truth is you cannot be human on your own. You are human through relationship. You become human, and we've seen it. Teachers of psychology tell us that we wouldn't be able to speak as human beings. We speak by imitating other human beings. We walk as human beings by imitating other human beings. We think. And so ultimately, yes, we are human only through relationship. And that is fantastic, because it says we are really made for this delicate network of interdependence, so that the completely self-sufficient person is in fact subhuman. I need you in order for me to be me. I need you to be you to the fullest. We are made for complementarity. Adam had certain gifts, Eve had certain gifts, but it was only when the two made up what was lacking in the other that they became fully human. And that is the fundamental law of our being. Ubuntu says, not you are human because you think. You are human because you participate in relationship. It says a person is a person through other persons. That is what we say, but that is what the Bible is saying. And that is what our human experience teaches us.
Wow, very, very inspiring. We are human because of relationship. But now at this time, we want to go in a bit deeper in terms of understanding what Ubuntu is. As this session for today, is part of the way what we are doing is also building the context so that when we go into the other sessions, it becomes very clearer. We have a firm foundation. And to assist us in this part, I call you, Joanna, to take us through the axis of Ubuntu. Over to you, Joanna.
Thank you, Moses. As Moses said, yes, we are building up the context so you can understand better each seminar. And Ubuntu, Umuntu, Gnumuntu, Gnabantu, it's becoming a person. I am because you are, because all of us are. I only can be a person through other people because we have to relate to be human. And under this context, it is important to understand how our mission or Ubuntu works. And Ubuntu is based on the ethics of care. The essence of Ubuntu is in care, attention, this relationship, this interdependence that Desmond Tutu mentioned. Looking after myself, after each other, and after the planet. And also, Ubuntu is about building bridges. It is urgent to promote human dignity, respecting the values of justice, solidarity, and reconciliation as a way of tearing down the walls that separate us. But also, Ubuntu is about servant leadership, a person's ability to empower others to work for the common good through relational, interdependent, and collaborative strategies. So Ubuntu Leadership Academy was born as a project, one with a simple but powerful mission, to train with a view to promoting and restoring human dignity in context where it is diminished or injured, through empowerment for servant leadership. So our vision is intended to contribute to the transformation of experiences and contexts of injustice and social exclusion into dynamics of justice and social inclusion, reinforcing the cohesion and a sense of belonging of each one. And the 5 pillars of the Ubuntu methods are very specific, and you have time to explore each one in each seminar. But the word Ubuntu is a combination of 2 terms, Nutu, meaning person, and Ubu, which means becoming a person. The Ubuntu method is based on the development of 5 core competencies, which are the part of the human growth process, so of becoming a person. And at the first level, we will promote the individual focused competencies. We will work on self-care, self-confidence, and resilience. And then on a second level, the social and relation competencies, the empathy and the service. As you can see, Ubuntu Leaders Academy is building up on these 5 core competencies, and it has more than 1 decade. We exist from early years, and this project is everywhere now, thanks to you, our delegates. This project is a training project for youth with high leadership potential that already are working in contexts of social exclusion or with ability and interest to work in these spaces. So our goals, our objectives are to training servant leaders as yourselves and bridge builders and promoting ethics of care, transforming beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors. We want to promote and restore human dignity. So our methodology is based on a non-formal education with a participatory, experiential, and relational approaches. And we will do some playful teaching and learning resources. So we will use activities, reflections, films, music, texts, and different experience in each seminar. Also, our methodology is learning by reference models. Moses talked about drop some names on, so you heard Mandela and so on, But you will get to know our world-renowned leaders in each seminar, and also the community leaders or guests that I will talk about later on. And of course, you will know each other, each delegate, each participant. Also, regarding the methodology, we also focus on the personal storytelling, the powerful storytelling that is our life story. We value the personal stories of each participant because personal life stories are a source of inspiration and service. And about these stories, if we focus on the individual, we are promoting empathy because we can find common ground. And the Ubuntu Leaders Academy has different formats. We do it on a semester basis. We can do it during a week and on weekends, and in this format that it's focused and condensed in one day. But you can also have the possibility in the future to do the training of trainers, a methodology to sharing this methodology, tools and experience, and you have the trains and tools to promote the Academy Leaders Ubuntu in your community and in your context. And now regarding the seminars, the Ubuntu Leaders Academy, and we have 5 seminars until the end of this year. And the first one will focus on leading like Mandela, the second one on building bridges. Then we will overcome obstacles, and then we celebrate Ubuntu lives. And finally, we celebrate each dream that we have as an individual and as society, as a global network. I have a dream, you have a dream, we have a dream. And now, for you to understand the global perspective, we have participants of the Ubuntu Leaders Academy from different parts of the world. And now, with these delegations, we are building up our community. And I have to drop some numbers to you. They are updated. We have more than 10,000 participants from all around the world. We are now more than 1,012 trainers. We are more than 58 countries from now on, just like Pedro said in the beginning. And we have 16 delegations. We are in Portugal, Spain, Greece, Guinea-Bissau, Cape Verde, Saint Tomé and Príncipe, Mozambique, Senegal, Philippines, Cambodia, East Timor, Venezuela, Colombia, South Africa. Oh, I could go on and on because we are a very big community. And because we are in different parts of the world, we also have the international recognition of it. The European Commission, we are one of the 12 most relevant projects referring to its good practices of working with youth, young people. And we had the conference in the European Parliament in 2019, and the Derechos Humanos, I'm trying my Spanish now, of Oscar Arnulfo Romero. I'm not sure if I said it right, forgive me about it. And as you can see, we are a big family, and I want to welcome you again to this beautiful journey that we are just starting now. So over to you, Moses, that will show us our manifest.
Thank you so much, Joanna, for taking us through in terms of the setting, the context, and giving us the history, giving us the pillars, giving us the methodology, and also to solidify, it's a tried, tested methodology over a decade, internationally recognized, but the impact of it also felt within the different communities where there's been impact all around the world, as Joanna has been speaking to. But as we are continuing with this session of developing and building context, I have the honor and pleasure to invite the president of the Ubuntu Leaders Academy for Latin America, Eduardo Sedental, just to give us a context in terms of the Ubuntu Manifesto, because this is very key and central in terms of understanding what Ubuntu is in terms of its defining principles. Over to you, Eduardo.
Hi, Moses. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Very nice to speak to all of you. Really honored to be here with all of you. I'm speaking from Brazil, São Paulo at this moment. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you. And I have the honor to talk about the Ubuntu Manifest. I think one of the most important things to talk about the Ubuntu Manifest is that we are all here participating in these seminars, and we're gonna get and deep dive in Ubuntu. But as we move along, some doubts might happen, and where you need to focus your attention and look at the answers is in our Ubuntu Manifest. So that's, I think, the role of the Ubuntu Manifest, and the Ubuntu Manifest has this quote: "We are branches of the same tree. Yes, we are different, yet, and we are the same. We are human beings, and we are part of the nature." So Ubuntu is the place where we get together. And I think the Ubuntu Manifest starts with this quote. It's divided in 5 sections, and I will go through each one of the section only by representing by some quotes, some important quotes that are our beliefs. It's the fundamentals of our Ubuntu movement in the world, and so that we don't have any doubts as we move along. Okay, so the first section that I would like to speak about is Mandela had fun with the literal meaning of Western family trees. In his vision, we are all branches of the same big tree. That's Ubuntu. So really, a good definition of Ubuntu is exactly that. Yes, we are probably some different branches, but of the same tree. We come from the same. That is, we are human beings, and yet we are part of nature. So I think this metaphor with the nature is really on the spot. Next, in our manifest, there is a second section that talks about this quote that is really important. Don't talk to me about Portuguese or Americans. Tell me about João, Teresa, Susan, and Mary. Here we have a lot of people from different parts of the world. Please, as Ubuntus, we look at human beings. We look at Edu, at Moses, at Joanna, and we don't end up with the risk of the single story, as we say, and as we learn in Ubuntu Leaders Academy. So yes, we have some stories about who are Brazilians, for example, talking about me, but let's not get caught on that. Edu from Brazil is a different person of João in Brazil or in different parts of the world. So as we interact here in the Ubuntu United Nations, look at the persons, the people. This is really Ubuntu, okay? Another section is that also is really, really important is this quote that the line that separates good from evil is drawn in the heart of each one of us. I think one common thing that I hear in the world and in streets and in conversations is some people saying there are some people that are good and some people that are bad. Some people are good, some people are evil. And in Ubuntu Manifest, this is really clear in the sense that good and evil lies in each and every one of us. And it's our ability to choose and to reinforce more the good, of course. But yes, it lies in every one of us. So let's not separate people that are good than bad, because in Ubuntu, we believe that this lies in every one of us. And yes, we have the purpose to build, to construct, to relate, to interdependence, as we say, okay? This is, there's the quote that I was referencing to. You can all read it, okay? Next section is, we do not want to be judged by our skin color, but by our character. This is a really also inspiring quote. Martin Luther King, and yes, we want to be judged by who we are, by our essence as people, as a person, and not by the color of our skin, not by the religion, not by the country that or the political party, or whatever. And this is really important for us as Ubuntus, to get to relate to people and not judge by whatever. There is the quote of Martin Luther King, an inspiration for all of us in Ubuntu Leaders Academy. I have a dream that one day my 4 children will live in a nation where they will be not judged by the color of their skin, but by their character. So this is a fundamental principle of our Ubuntu Manifest. And last but not least, as it is one of my favorite sections, is we need to learn to love. This is a quote from Mandela, we are not guided by hatred. We need to learn to love, and love is the inspiration in these connections, in building these bridges. No one is born hating people because of the color of their skin, of their past, of their religion. They need to learn to hate. And if they can learn to hate, they can also learn to love. Actually, as Mandela says, for loving is a feeling that comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. So it's much more easy to love than to hate. So these are the sections of Ubuntu Manifest that I would like, and I will encourage each and every one of you to look at it online, read it carefully, the Ubuntu Manifest, because this is what's the fundamental that guides us as Ubuntu leaders in the world. And as we come together with all these countries, being in the world, and I have the privilege of working with my Latin American fellows, and now I have the privilege of working globally. We need to have a document that states what we believe, and the Ubuntu Manifest is exactly that. So thank you, everyone, and thank you all Ubuntu leaders that are making this happen. And I'll pass to you, Moses. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And a beautiful quote, which I can see, you can only be a person through other people. Thank you again, Eduardo, for giving us this context in terms of clarifying what are the core things, which are dear to us, what are the the core ideas of Ubuntu, in terms of bringing us that alignment for all the participants that are joining today. And I'm so excited. While you were speaking, I also got to take a sneak peek of the chat and a lot of conversation. I just want to emphasize in terms of the group, the groups, you are going to be placed in groups, so via WhatsApp. There's going to be a lot of platforms for connection and communication. And Joanna also mentioned that there's a part where it's going to be dedicated for us, to connect, because this is at the core all about connection. So in the beginning of the program, it was mentioned that this program, is the support of different institutions, different individuals, different partners, those that that see the value of this program in empowering young people. And at this section, we want to listen to some of the messages from some of the world leaders that we know. And it's really inspiring when you have got a world leader who takes an opportunity just to give words of inspiration for this particular training that we are having here. So Joanna, who are our leaders who are going to be sharing the messages for today?
So Moses, we have many voices of partners and leaders to be heard. And the first one will be Antonio Guterres. Portuguese is the Secretary General of the United Nations. Let's hear him.
Dear friends, it is a pleasure to greet the Ubuntu Leaders Academy and the wonderfully diverse participants in this event. I thank the Nobel laureates and all of you for coming together to mark the International Day of Living Together in Peace, to celebrate the legacy of Nelson Mandela and to advance the ideals of unity and service. You gather at a pivotal moment for the human family. The world continues to face the COVID-19 pandemic, a health crisis, economic disaster, and a human rights emergency rolled into one unprecedented challenge. We confront a triple planetary emergency: accelerating climate change, growing pollution, and collapsing biodiversity that threatens the environment on which everyone's future depends. And we are witnessing an alarming spread of hatred and discrimination. In these trying times, I welcome your engagement. Young people today are spearheading movements for climate action, racial justice, gender equality, and so much more. You are connecting online and in the streets, showing the power of collective action. The pandemic has created a moment for change. Recovery is our chance to shape a better future, and the Sustainable Development Goals are our roadmap. The United Nations is committing to being your ally as we build a more peaceful, sustainable, just, and equitable world for people today and for generations to come. Thank you for your belief in the power of dialogue and cooperation to meet the tests of our time. Please accept my best wishes for the success of your important work.
Wow. Thank you so much. That was a powerful message from the Secretary General of the United Nations. Joanna, we have another inspiring world leader who is coming next.
Next, we have Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa. Is the President of the Portuguese Republic. Let's hear him.
Caras amigas e caros amigos, este dia 16 de maio marca o arranque daquele que será o mais ambicioso projeto da Academia de Líderes Ubuntu. Ubuntu United Nations, uma iniciativa que irá juntar ao longo do ano jovens dos 193 países com assento nas Nações Unidas, comprometidos com o lema construir pontes, estimular a ação dos jovens através da unidade na diversidade. Não poderia deixar de me associar, juntamente com o Secretário-Geral das Nações Unidas e querido amigo António Guterres, a esta visão para o futuro comum. Por aquilo que ela significa de mobilização global nas respostas aos problemas que hoje são, nós sabemos, também globais. Os problemas da pobreza, das desigualdades, das assimetrias crescentes no acesso ao trabalho, à educação e à saúde. Os problemas das desigualdades no acesso às vacinas, agora que sabemos como podemos combater a pandemia da Covid-19. Os problemas de direitos humanos, de discriminação e aumento dos discursos de ódio. Problemas que vivemos numa escala local, nacional e global. Problemas que exigem a mobilização de toda a sociedade, mas sobretudo dos que mais representam o futuro. De uma nova geração de jovens líderes, comprometidos com essa necessidade de construir pontes e de agir unidos, mas na diversidade. Uma geração da qual os líderes Ubuntu fazem parte, conhecendo os vossos valores, inspirados no legado de grandes líderes como Nelson Mandela, sabendo que eles representam o que representam para a filosofia Ubuntu. Um compromisso com uma ética do cuidado e com o serviço do outro. O compromisso com a solidariedade, a justiça social e a defesa dos direitos humanos. O compromisso para com a construção de pontes no caminho do desenvolvimento sustentável. O compromisso para com a agenda que as Nações Unidas nos propõem para conciliar desenvolvimento económico, social e ambiental, tendo presente as alterações climáticas. O compromisso, ao fim e ao cabo, com o futuro que é de todos. É precisamente aí que está o desafio desta vossa grande missão, procurando, pela partilha de experiências, conduzir-vos num roteiro, dando os passos certos, seguros, mas rápidos e prospectivos, isto é, virados para o futuro, que arrastem os outros no sentido da unidade na diversidade. Aproveitem os ensinamentos, a inspiração, a aprendizagem, contribuam com as vossas próprias e fundamentais vivências. Sugiro, desde já, por ocasião da efeméride deste 16 de maio, que se desafiem e questionem sobre como viverem juntos em paz, que na realidade significa aceitar a diferença, ouvir o outro, respeitar e reconhecer o outro, valorizar a comunidade, sacrificando o egoísmo, o egocentrismo. Que este seja o primeiro dia de um ano repleto de desafios e conquistas no caminho de uma visão partilhada sobre o vosso e o nosso futuro comum.
And after these wonderful words of Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, it was under the context of May, the celebration of the Peace International Day. Now we have another leader, another partner that wants to tell us something. It's Danilo Turk, or maybe I'm wrong, Mariano Rabanero, I'm sorry, the Secretary General of Organization of Ibero-American States.
Reciban todos y todas mi más cordial saludo desde la sede de la Secretaría General de la OI en Madrid. Quiero, en primer lugar, agradecer que tengamos la oportunidad, la OI, la Organización de Estados Iberoamericanos, de participar en esta actividad tan interesante y tan estrictamente alineada con los objetivos de la OI. Muchas gracias por contar con nosotros. Y, en primer lugar, quiero saludar a Rui Márquez, presidente del Instituto Padre Antonio Vieira y director de la Academia de Líderes Ubuntu. Conversé con él recientemente en Lisboa y fue una conversación realmente motivadora e interesante. También a Antonio Guterres, secretario general de Naciones Unidas, una persona que es en este momento, digamos, un líder y una persona de referencia que orienta la actividad de organismos multilaterales, como es el caso de la OI. Muchas gracias, don Marcelo. También al presidente de la República de Portugal, a Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, con quien tuve también ocasión de conversar hace un mes y de comprobar en nuestra conversación su capacidad de liderazgo político, intelectual y humano. Y insisto en que fundamentalmente humano. Y también a Danilo Turk, el presidente de la República de Eslovenia y presidente del Club de Madrid. Y a todos los demás ponentes reciben también mi más cordial saludo. Creo que es una iniciativa, Ubuntu Naciones Unidas, que tiene un valor simbólico y un valor muy práctico, además, al mismo tiempo. Es una iniciativa que tiene que ver con construir puentes entre los jóvenes en un espacio, un entorno de gran diversidad, pero siempre alimentando sentimientos y espíritu de unidad. Creo que eso es un valor en este momento de crisis, de pospandemia, que es muy importante. Afirmamos que es una competencia y algo que tiene que ver directamente con la OI. Miren ustedes, la Organización de Estados Iberoamericanos para la Educación, la Ciencia y la Cultura es la organización multilateral de cooperación iberoamericana más antigua. Llevamos 72 años ya de trabajo en la región y además con una presencia física, con oficinas en prácticamente todos los países de la región y al mismo tiempo con una alianza estrecha, muy fuerte con la CPLP. Somos una organización bilingüe y por lo tanto, digamos, compartimos un espacio que está, digamos, compuesto por las dos lenguas, el español y el portugués, y una gran diversidad de otras lenguas originarias. Todo ello es algo que coincide con nuestros fines, con nuestros objetivos, y creo que eso refuerza nuestra actividad y nosotros nos comprometemos, digamos, a apoyarlo, y apoyarlo, como decía, en este mismo momento en el cual los procesos de reconciliación, de paz, de defensa de derechos humanos, de defensa del derecho internacional humanitario van cobrando una fuerza mayor que en épocas pasadas. La OI tenemos un Instituto Iberoamericano sobre Educación en Derechos Humanos y Derecho Internacional Humanitario con sede de Bogotá y actividades en más de una docena de países. Eso demuestra que es un tema que compartimos, demuestra que es una preocupación que ejercemos y demuestra que es un servicio público que queremos prestar. Y queremos prestarlo y dentro de ese esquema de Ubuntu en el cual hay una riqueza a partir de un concepto, y es una riqueza de comunicación, crear puentes con los jóvenes y las jóvenes en entornos de altísima diversidad. Iberoamérica es una región que se caracteriza por muchas cosas, por ser muy rica, por ser muy desigual, por ser en ocasiones tristemente muy injusta, pero también por una enorme diversidad lingüística y cultural. Esa diversidad es una riqueza, esa diversidad es además un elemento que siempre desde la OI defendemos, que es un requisito de unión. Nos une esa diversidad, es un patrimonio, una riqueza y un elemento que se convierte en una seña de identidad iberoamericana. Somos ciudadanos iberoamericanos y los jóvenes de nuestra región tienen que comprender que son ciudadanos iberoamericanos porque son ciudadanos que proceden de esa gran diversidad y de una capacidad de diálogo que sea siempre ilimitada. Esa capacidad de diálogo se ejercita a través del respeto a los derechos y el respeto a las responsabilidades y siempre con esa filosofía de que tenemos que hacer conscientes a todos nuestros jóvenes y a todas nuestras jóvenes de que son objetos de derecho y no son sujetos de derecho y nunca son objetos de la política, son sujetos de derecho. Creo que eso es algo importante. El momento que vivimos es un momento histórico, creo que no hace falta explicarlo, estamos viviendo todavía una pandemia desoladora, una pandemia gravísima que ha generado situaciones muy complejas en las cuales reforzar el sentimiento de coherencia, de unidad es más importante que nunca. Y sobre todo tener en cuenta que tenemos que salir de esta pandemia y afrontar una nueva realidad. Una realidad que sea distinta a la anterior, una realidad diferente y una realidad en la cual queremos que sea superadora de una inercia del pasado, una inercia en la cual vivíamos situaciones de injusticia, desigualdad y desequilibrio. Creemos que esta apuesta por este futuro post pandemia, un futuro, como decía antes, más justo, más libre y más igualitario, creo que es un elemento que además motiva nuestra participación y apoya este proyecto, que es un proyecto, digamos, que tiene que ver también muy directamente con algo que para nosotros es muy valioso, es reforzar el multilateralismo. Salimos de la pandemia y salimos todos juntos y salimos todos con una perspectiva, como nos apunta Ubuntu de Naciones Unidas, en la cual prime la conexión, prime los puentes, prime el diálogo, prime el consenso y prime los acuerdos y el reforzamiento de identidades colectivas. Por todo ello, insisto en lo que decía al principio, muchas gracias por contar con la OI. La OI está dispuesta para apoyar, la OI encontrar en ella una casa en la cual pueden, digamos, encontrar colaboración y siempre bajo nuestro lema que mantenemos siempre en todo caso, y es hacer que la cooperación sea realmente posible, hacer que la cooperación sirva para resolver los problemas de la gente, que la cooperación sirva para que nuestros jóvenes sean capaces de establecer puentes de la diversidad y con ello ocasiones propicias para el diálogo, el acuerdo y el entendimiento mutuo. Muchas gracias a todos y a todas.
Joanna,
Yes.
this has been really inspiring to listen from all the leaders that have come through in their message, and just to share from some of the inquiries. If you are going to be tagging on Twitter, on Instagram and Facebook, the hashtag for this these sessions is hashtag Ubuntu United Nations. Joanna, I know there are themes that are going to be spoken of today, and we've got people who are going to be taking us through the different session. What does that look like?
So now we have some messages of our partners, I believe. The technical team will spot on the presentation. Just a moment. Meanwhile, do not forget to use the hashtag Ubuntu United Nations is already on motion on the chat. And I believe we have the message of Danilo Turk. Am I right, technical team? Okay, so for now, I will move on to the special guests and to talk about a bit about the Ubuntu United Nations, how these will work on the seminars. Just a moment, the technical team is doing their magic. Okay, that's on. Sorry about it. It's online and on motion. We have many things happen at one time. So the special guests in each seminar, you have the honor, as me, to get to know some Nobel Peace Prize laureates. On the October 24th, you will meet José Ramos Horta. José Ramos Horta is the East Timorese politician. He was the president of East Timor from 2007 to 2012. And you will meet Muhammad Yunus on November 21st. He's a Bangladesh social entrepreneur, banker, economist, and a civil society leader. Also, you will meet Leima Goboy. It's a Liberian peace activist responsible for leading human movement, peace movement. And you also meet Kailash Satyarthi, I hope it said right, on December 5th. He is an Indian human rights activist who campaigned against child labor in India. But feel free to Google it and search them and to get to know their history and what they have been doing for humankind. And in each seminar, we will have our chairs and co-chairs. We will have José Ramos Horta, John Volmanik join us, and as also Your Royal Highness Princess Reem Ali from Jordan. And of course, you are stuck with me and Moses. Every time we will be here to host the sessions and guide you through it. And about the program and the global seminars, they will be led from 1 hour to another. I will not say the hours because with different time zones, it's a mess, but you will receive all the information before each seminar, don't worry. And the times are just like today. So you will meet at every Sunday on these dates, times, I mean. And now we are on our welcome session. Our next meeting will be on October 24th, when we will talk about the Leading Like Mandela, Peace and Reconciliation. After, we will overcome obstacles together. We will overcome poverty. And also on November 21st, we will try to build bridges. We will do intercultural and interfaith dialogue. And on December 5th, we will be talking about Ubuntu lives, human rights. And on December 19th, the final one, we will have a dream. We will talk about gender equality and environmental crisis. And apart from that, of this, each seminar, you also have and we will receive the new dates on your email on this week or on the next one about the 2 hours workshop about United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And it will be an open dialogue session led by the youth leaders. And each one, a session will be coordinated with the themes that we have on each seminar. Also, we have a lot of institutional partners and sponsors that allow us to do this magic here. And so I just want to thank them all for to make this happen and support our Ubuntu United Nations seminars. And now we should go ahead, Moses.
Yeah.
I was about to pass the
I'm
word.
just saying, this is very, very inspiring, Joanna, to see all the facilitators and all the processes that are going to be engaged all over the course of all the themes that are going to be there. And I know it's an exciting journey. And I know today we've done most of the talking, but we are getting into another exciting session where we are going to hear a lot of more voices. And just to acknowledge there are volunteers who are also supporting this work. We are going to meet some of them who are also going to be facilitating some of the processes that we have. Joanna, what is the next session? What is the exciting thing that we are going to do so that we have many voices coming in?
Yes, it's time to do some working groups. And you will be exploring the dimension of me as a participant and in the Ubuntu United Nations as an ambassador. And we will be directing you to small groups where you have a facilitator and an Ubuntu trainer. And on these small groups, you have the time to, so first you will be automatically assigned to the working groups. So please accept the pop-up that will appear on your screen. Then when you are inside the breakout room, you'll find a team of trainers, just like I mentioned, that will facilitate the moment. So don't worry. And then each participant should do a brief presentation, brief please, because we have a lot of people today, and say your name, age, country, delegation, occupation, and in under 1 minute. So in the small groups, your team of trainers will share a link to the Padlet platform. So if you don't know how the Padlet works, I will explain it, but 1 moment. So once you open the link, you have 2 minutes to add your location, country, delegation, and upload a picture of you. Also write your name and write about you, your expectation, the contributions that you want to bring to Ubuntu United Nations. So how you will do this? Inside of the Padlet, when you click on the link, you will see like a button with a plus, a sign, and you can click on it and add your location and all the information. Also upload the picture and write your name and contribution. So now I believe that you will start to receive the pop-up message. Here is the example, the pictures of the Padlet. So when you are inside of this platform, you will see that this is the path that you have to go through, but you have the facilitators inside of the small groups, and they can help you with that. And yes, enjoy your conversation, meet each other, and afterwards we'll be here on the main session. We'll be directly converted to here to the main session. Don't worry, you don't have to do nothing. Just wait and come back to us. So thank you, and see you in a minute.
This is really exciting, and this is now the time where we get to talk and to listen and to hear where we're coming from. And I think this is one of the most important parts where we get also to reflect on what are our expectations. Thank you so much, Joanna. And I'm interested to listen in to the different groups as well as to learn. Over to you, tech team.
Welcome back, delegates. I hope you enjoyed the working rooms, and we now going to see what are your expectations and what you are doing, the presentation that you did in the Padlet. So our technical team will put it here, and I will show and share your thoughts on the screen. So now we are training our resilience, because technical team has been overcoming a lot of obstacles. But right now we can see the Padlet, and wow, we are all around the globe. And so please, technical team, let me travel with you and just pick one, and I will get to know and present one of our delegates that is across the globe. So from Africa, I am Tata Evans. I hope I said your name right, sorry about it. Is an enthusiastic logician, social media manager. Oh, I also work in marketing, so hi Tata. And photographer and corporate. So your expectation is to build a solid network that will enable you to spread the Ubuntu spirit. Oh, so good to have you on board. And you will contribute to creating awareness about this program and give a chance. You will do a presentation to your fellow mates on how to use social media. Okay, thank you so much for your contribution. So let's meet another delegate. Now we are going to Asia. Let's see, the technical team is choosing. Oh, Kuala Lumpur, Federal Territory of Kuala Lumpur. So Chek Chung Ni, I'm sorry, I know that I'm not getting the names right, but we will meet in the several seminars that we have in front of us. And let me know you. So you are indeed pleasant and excited to be a part of the Ubuntu United Nations. You are currently working as a faculty teaching member, and a private university in Malaysia. Okay, majoring in the field of environmental education and sustainability issues. Okay, and you hope to expand your knowledge and enhance your international networking with all of us. So welcome aboard, Chuck. Now we are moving to Iraq. Okay, so Hiyasami, sorry if the name again is not right. So you are an engineer from Iraq. You were born and have been living in Baghdad for your entire life. You, I would just speak as I am you. So I'm recognized as a talent leader and team player with a creative imagination and a strong problem-solving ability through variety of critical situations involving efforts coordination of a diverse workforce comprised of both foreign nationals and local Iraqis. And so you are civil structure engineer. Okay, welcome aboard, EI, and I hope you meet your expectations here in Ubuntu United Nations. Now we are moving to Sweden, Stockholm. Okay, so Iris, welcome, Iris. I expect and look forward to gaining perspectives from around the world on various global topics and plan on contributing by participating in discussions with my own perspective on those issues. So welcome aboard, Iris. You will have time to discuss with all around the globe delegates and the several seminars that we have planned for you. So now we are moving to South America, Rio de Janeiro. Hello, everyone. I'm Thais. Every work I do is to help Black young people in Brazil to access good job opportunities that can really change their own lives and their family's reality. Would love to connect, learn, and share with the young leaders at Ubuntu United Nations. So I will add you on LinkedIn. Thais, welcome aboard. Now let's move on to North America, I believe. And let me see. Welcome, Danielle from Canada. Okay, so your goal is to help and lead positive and sustainable change both in my community and on an international scale. I have a passion for healthcare and hope to help ensure that all youth have access to it. So welcome aboard to Ubuntu United Nations. Now we are moving to Africa, South Africa. Ignatius Deb, so welcome aboard. I'm from Pretoria, South Africa, and I'm the founder of Celestial Global Investments and a personal assistant at the Africa Disability Alliance. I want to know more about that organization in the next seminars. Welcome aboard, Ignatius. And now we are moving to, okay, Fiji Island. Okay, so my name is Manoa Hokatagawa. Something like that, sorry. I'm from Fiji. I'm 22 years old, student, and currently pursuing a degree in economics and politics. Among other things, I love reading, writing, socializing, reflection, and sleeping. I also like to sleep, Manoa. And I don't really have a big expectation from the seminar, except from the basic one that this can teach me the values of interconnectedness and ethics of care. And you will learn that. Welcome aboard. Now we should move to, I have no control here, so they just travel across the globe. So New Zealand, I'm here to be inspired by like-minded, passionate youth leaders from all around the world who are committing to working towards solving the issues of human rights and sustainability. So welcome, Romy, I think, and I believe that we'll find a great community here in Ubuntu. So let's moving forward. And now it's time to, I believe, a picture. Am I right, Pedro?
Yes, Joanna, you are completely right. It's time to take a great picture. Today we have so many people from so many places, and we want to take this great opportunity to take this picture. It's a special one. It's a picture to show the world that we can live together, we can be unity and diversity, we can stay connected, and we can be Ubuntu. And the exercise is quite simple. Everyone should take and put your beautiful, beautiful, beautiful faces, your smiley faces to your camera and looking to the camera. Rota, our technical coordinator is putting the instructions. So turn on your camera, smile to all the Ubuntu leaders in this seminar, raise your open hand with this as a symbol of the 5 Ubuntu pillars: self-knowledge, self-confidence, resilience, empathy, and service, and wait for the moment to so I give you the sign that is that the picture is taken. So prepare yourselves. I'm gonna take with Jota and register this beautiful moment. Everyone with a smiley face, everyone with the camera open, and give us just some seconds. Some more seconds. We are many. There is many faces on the camera that we need to register. So many places where the sun is rising and where the sun is going down. Okay, amazing. An amazing picture, an amazing postcard to the world. So many people. I believe that some of the people that was with us in the beginning are already on the bed and resting. We are doing our best to find the perfect time zone for everyone, but we know that it's not going to be easy for many of you during these 5 seminars to have the energy at the end of the day. But it's on Sunday. I guess we can manage and that we can find solutions for this. Julian Parra from Colombia. I think that we are done. Everyone has a beautiful face on the picture. It's done. Joana, amazing, huh?
Wow, what a huge high five I gave to the whole world now. So now we are moving towards the, I believe, the evaluation process towards the end of this session. I hope you are enjoying this journey. It's just the beginning. That's the good news about it. And let me explain you how it will work. The technical team will share a presentation for you to guide you. So some words are now appearing in the screen. All of these words are ours and yours as well. As you can see, a lot of people, a lot of delegates choose the word community. Indeed, we are a community. We are branches of the same tree, as we mentioned during this day. Connection, networking, Ubuntu, of course, Ubuntu, and leadership, care, interconnectedness, hope, but a beautiful word. Togetherness, service, relationship, friendship, connected, together, cooperation, human, union. Wow, amazing. That's such positive takeaways that you are living with this session. We are one in a new country. Shukran. Obrigado. Shukran. Definition of Ubuntu. We are in this together. Value diversity, passion, bridge, informative, teamwork, common ground, peace and love, languages, youth activism, person, the importance of being person, and diversity, inspiration. Oh, so good to hear that, or at least read that. Introduction, engaging, humbled, learning together. Oh, and fantastic. Fantastic has to be a larger word here. We are all motivated. So good to read this. Humanity legacy. Wow, amazing words. Thank you so much for your kind words towards our mission here. And now I should pass through the microphone to Pedro, because we have a good and bad news. The bad news is that we are almost in the end of the session. And the good news is that we are going to take another photo. Is that?
Yes, it is, Joana. So we had some technical problems again, and Zoom skipped something. So we are going to repeat the process. So it was the rehearsal before, and now it's time for the real one. So the ones that were missing some detail, that were not tidy up in front of the camera, that there was missing some light, there was missing your beautiful smile. Again, yeah, I see that everyone is getting ready because you know already how it works. I see. And when I say everyone smiling, open your hand, big, 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 big smile, your eyes wide open, and let's take a picture together. So give us just some seconds to record everyone, to record all the faces that are here. This is an historic moment. Our technical team is covering us. Yeah, okay. Some more seconds, please. Keep your smiley face. Please, yeah. It's beautiful. I'm privileged to move around all these pages on Zoom and to see all these faces. I'm so privileged. One more minute, please. I'm reaching the last pages of Zoom. That's the bad part of being so much, because we take so long to take this picture. Okay, okay. I'm traveling all over the world. How privileged I am. Just one more second. Thank you. I see some people with sleepy faces already. Yeah, Joanna, I think that we are done, and now, yeah, now we have all the faces from everyone covered. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to be patient and resilient, because today I know that you had some difficulties and we overcome them together. Now, I just have a last message for you. Regarding the platforms guideline and the next seminars the next seminars that we'll have. So the technical team, we will share here information so you can just understand what I'm about to say. Regarding the platforms guideline, just to recall you that Zoom, it will be use always Zoom to all the seminars on Sundays. And on WhatsApp groups, you will receive all the information after receiving also the emails. Also, regarding some suggestions for next seminars, you will receive the Ubuntu's method pillars. It's a book, and we recommend you to read at least the first chapter about self-knowledge. Also, read the Building Bridges Ubuntu Servant Leadership next week. You will receive it in your email box. It's very important because this way you will get the proper context of what is this amazing thing to build bridges in the Ubuntu way. Other suggestions that we will have for you, you will receive it always in your email and through WhatsApp groups. So focus on next seminars. On October 24th, we will talk about Leading Like Mandela, Peace and Reconciliation. Do not forget the time is the same time zone and hours that like this seminar today. And each Sunday, you will for each Sunday and seminar, you'll receive an email with all the information and links. And do not forget, when you enter in the Zoom, it's very important to rename you through the name that we will receive on that email. And why? Because this is the only way our technical team has to identify you, because we are more than 600 participants. And this way they will connect you with the code that you had, the name, and will guide you through the proper group, working groups and so on. So last messages that I have for you now, it's regarding all the social networks and the organizations that are behind this wonderful movement. We have IPAV, it's Instituto Padre António Vieira in Portuguese, and also Global Network, Ubuntu Global Network, that is supporting and is promoting these Ubuntu United Nations seminars. Also, you can follow us on all the social media and use the hashtag Ubuntu United Nations. We are on Facebook, YouTube. We have a lot of content there, Instagram and LinkedIn. And once again, I just want to thank you all, and of course to thank all partners, because they make this thing possible. And thank you all. And for final messages, I believe Pedro has a special video for us. Is that right?
Yes, Rana, is that right? You know, today we said it many times, but I think that is good to highlight. We are launching a new generation of world leaders. We are launching a new generation of world Ubuntu leaders. Each one of us here is a very special person. And I have someone that we saw in the beginning of the seminar, Desmond Tutu, that would like to leave us a message. Back in 10 years ago, Desmond Tutu met Ubuntu Leaders Academy participants, and he left this very important message that I would like to each one of you take from today till the next seminar on 24th of October. So I leave you with the words of Desmond Tutu and with this idea that each one of you, as Desmond Tutu will say, it's a unique person. It's a very, very special person.
VSP. You will understand it in a few moments.
There's a dream I feel so rare, so real, and the world in union, the world as one.
The kind of people you are, who want to help others become better. One day, a little boy saw a man standing in a street corner, and this man was selling balloons. The green balloon, white balloon, red balloon, black balloon. And he had them on pieces of string. And now and again he would let go of one. And this little boy said, "Excuse me, sir." And he said, "Yes." How come when you let go of the balloon, green balloon, white balloon, red balloon, even black balloon, they all float into the sky? And the man said to this little boy, "It's not the color of the balloon that matters. It's the stuff inside." And we want to say to you too that you are fantastic people. You are not an afterthought. That you are not an afterthought. You're not an accident. Some people might look like accidents, but I mean, yes. No one is an accident. You hear sometimes they say there are VIPs. You know, other people go and they stand in the long line, VIPs. everybody prepares things for them. Not too many people are VIPs, but everybody is a VSP. You are a VSP. Very special person. Right? So when you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror. Don't be too frightened by what you see. And say, hey, I am a VSP. I am a very special person. And go out and behave like a VSP. Congratulations on your chuckle bickles, yes. Very good, thank you.
That is our message to you, right, Joanna? That's
Right.
our message to everyone, to be VSP.
You. Now I have to do this more than 300. You are a very special person. So thank you so much for today. I'm very excited to meet again on October 24th, and just a warm welcome, okay? And a big, big hug. Thank you so much.